This is Jid, and I go by Sound, the CA channel Club Ambition. Welcome to the club. If you're already part of the club, I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. Join the Patreon to watch this reaction to the full Jid album, unedited, on Patreon only. The DJ Khaled one is on. God did! Patreon did! It's on there. The DJ Khaled album's on there. The hour-plus long reaction. Let's get into this fucking album. I've been dying to hear it. I've also been dying to eat. So I brought some snacks, a meal, to eat during this album because I'm a huge Jid fan. I think Jid, J-I-D, is one of the best rappers out right now, currently, lyrically. He showed us love when we did a reaction, I believe, to the Never Story in 2017. So shout out to Jid. He showed love on social media. He's always interacting with his fans and his supporters, and that's what makes him one of the realest artists out. And I think Black and that lineage and friend group that they have are also similar. Shout out to our brother Black, always showing love. So I can't wait. 5 years later from the Never Story, now we have the Forever Story. Leonardo DiCaprio 2, the mixtape album, whatever you want to call it, was great. But I guess this is officially an album again. So it's 3 studio albums, 3 albums later. Let's listen to Jid from the top, 15 new tracks. Let's get it going. I haven't given you guys a reaction to any of the singles. I wanted to wait for the full album to drop. Galaxy, track 1.
Who I thought you was, nigga. You plastic, nigga.
Okay. Introduction. Straight introduction vibes. Not a track to replay. Just for the album introduction. Just how Khaled did on God did. But let's see if Jid did. Track 2. Raydar.
I got this shit you can light with a lighter. Fuck a lighter, I can light on the stove.
This needs to be louder.
I got this shit you can light with a lighter. Fuck a lighter, I can light on the stove. Dark at night, I drop a log in the fire. Wander in the woods, out in the cold.
I gotta fucking reevaluate my life now. Thank you, Jid. Whew. Let's see if it sounds different from this side.
I got this shit you can light with a lighter. Fuck a lighter, I can light on the stove. Dark at night, I drop a log in the fire.
Yep, I gotta take a drive. I gotta drive around now.
I got this shit you can light with a lighter. Fuck a lighter, I can light on the stove. Dark at night, I drop a log in the fire. Wander in the woods, out in the cold. I got this shit you can play for the hoes. I got this shit you can sell to the trappers. Indicated with a lot of money, but you played your soul. You played yourself, you played the role. I got some niggas who down.
We have a penalty flag thrown at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they got the cures, the facts, you know it's sad. They put the money to crack in the sack. Dang, they even started a gang. How you gonna win in the losable game? Make a chain, man, you can snap a finger, I can end Avengers. Rapper, singer, no killer, nigga.
He just said he's Thanos.
We have a penalty flag.
Oh, shit. Somebody told me when I was small that the pride cometh right before the fall. That before we get a little murder on, drop a top on your convertible. And fuck a rap and fuck a verse I can blur. Trying to see how many earns I can earn.
Wow.
Orange ain't be sunlight and daylight savings. Might save a nigga life. It ain't never too bright to broad day, nigga.
Third beat change. Fourth beat change.
Cracking the whip, whipping the crack. Chillax. Just as they thought I was finished attacking the beast of woke and I pit him. But I ain't rapping. This is spiritual. Shed a tear so a cure and then miracles happen. I got a method. One, do you better? Do you want better? Bitch, you won't do it. Let's bet I will snap my fingers. They'll disappear.
Wow. I saw something online, and was it that song? There was a song, I'm not sure if it was on this album or if it's Jid. There's a song that has 10 beat changes. Is it that song, Raydar, that had 10 beat changes? Jesus Christ. A song like that, impactful, memorable, so you're going to remember it when he performs it. It's going to be a highlight record on the tour at the festivals, Raydar. Production high level. Maybe not that repeatable, because there's so many beat changes. You can't play that around your girl, maybe. But like he said on that song, he got that. He got everything. So we have the whole album to listen to still. Raydar, off bat, the instant highlight. Talk about a rapper rapping. I didn't know he was going to kick our fucking heads in right away like this. Okay, all right. Why is it called Raydar? Did I not catch why it's called Raydar? Felt like I got shot by a radar. I thought radars don't even exist. I thought it was like a gun for aliens. This is. I mean, you have to shut the fuck up. Next song, Dance Now, featuring Kenny Mason. Shout out to Kenny Mason.
JID back in the city with it. GD done been all across the globe. That's Atlanta, we let on Beretta decide. Then you go let that Beretta fly, cause you niggas bugging, spray pesticides. And they moving weight, it's no exercise. We could pick a date to come stretch you out. Only shut y'all. Niggas say that I can't. Damn lie, ain't dapping no hand. I'ma shoot at the ground. Dance now. Dance. Dance now. Dance. 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 Dance now. The two-stepping man, I said I do not dance. Way to live with other options, opulence, decadence, black excellence, and lots of it. Cooking up another plate of the best. Me and Chris, body popping like it's Crisco, fried chicken. I'm gonna take headshots on the camera, knock out the dreadlock. That's a felony charge. I'm gonna slide on your man, landslide. There's a 9 in my pants. Hancock, you gon' try to recant. You
The will of the heart, the strength of the mind, and the love is a journey, you know, not a destination.
Is that a Bob Marley sample? How can Jid afford a Bob Marley sample? I'm not counting your pockets, bro. I think Jid is richer than we realize, guys. If that's Bob Marley, he might have paid $1 million just for that outro. I'm not trying to be racist because I'm not assuming anyone that sounds like that is Bob Marley. He could be another Jamaican person, an artist. I think it's Bob Marley. I got my money on Bob Marley. Dance Now. 10 out of 10 song, I would say, from top to bottom. I can see why it was a single. Very strong production, good melody, good hook. Kenny Mason doing a very unique sound and impressive appearance. Because a lot of people might be like, who's Kenny Mason? You listen to the song, shut the fuck up. That idea of who is goes away because the song is good. His part's good. It's impressive. Let's keep it going. Crack Sandwich. Like I said, I think Jid is richer than we realize, guys. He's eating crack sandwiches.
You can tell a nigga like me ain't never had shit. RP, I miss my dogs like Mike Vick.
Not for nothing, I feel bad for Mike Vick, dog. No one's ever gonna let Mike Vick live that down. Mike Vick will always have a dog bar in every rapper's fucking album. Poor Mike Vick. Oh my god.
Kill him, who trying to take the hit? First take, go to first base. Stephen A. Smith West. Put in my 10,000 hours while the clock still ticks. Zone 6. What's the left? Feel the pressure like the bus pipe drip. Blood red. Rum sipping, they ain't cut like 7 crackhead bad kids in the caravan. Metaphysical things seen in dreams. What you believe? You believe I bleed and draw blood. She could be the collapse of a kingdom, but kings gotta peep the C word. This my business. I am not you. Right in my city. I am my shooter. Right in my city. I am my shooter. Minding my business. How about you? Royal and Roslyn, Rachel and Carl, Izzy Precious, Destin, Strong 7, key black man using his mind. It's a target on your forehead. Got handed the diploma, all the rules say hooray. Hooray, today, catch a bouquet. Nigga swing and hit my sister right in the mouth. The bouncer tried to block the door, that way we couldn't get out. I was 17, swinging on any and everything. Big, see my brother stain. But who's to blame when all of us got the same mind frame? We like fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger money, make a sandwich.
She was peeing, girl. She pulled her pants up.
What I okay, crack sandwich. But what I get from the song, what I gather from it, in my opinion, is like they're crackhead kids. He's talking about him and his siblings, his big family, and then his parents tell him to go make a sandwich because they don't got money. Is it called crack sandwich because his parents are crackheads? I kind of heard that. I would want to break it down more in a second re-listen. But comment down below. Is that what it is from the song? That's what I gather. So he's getting personal. Jid is getting very personal, you know. But he makes it sound good. It's not too like poet vibe, like monotone. It's hype, but it's real shit that he's talking about. If that's what I get from what I gather. Next track, Can't Punk Me featuring EarthGang. Fellow record label peers. Sound like a bachata.
I was just a pistol point, rib showing, get the point, try discipline, niggas disappointed, I participated, could've make a bird bag, alert bag, the flu, get a knife and get a gun too, hood niggas don't do kung fu, me bitch, pull out the punk, bitch, pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch, pull out the punk, can't pump me, ho, pull out the punk, can't pump me, bitch.
Like I I wasn't in the arms of Allah, bear hugging, I feel no man nor brain. Black eye, tell the story to be or not to be. Dead in the morning, if you knew the terror mine, I feel it like the way the rock, the way I rock, the IYK. What's up, nigga? Try me. A lot of this shit just lucky time. What's up, nigga? Try me, bro.
Put out the pumpkin punk meat, bitch. Put out the pumpkin punk meat, bitch. I like that song. I like that song. I want to hear more melody songs. I think they're coming. But so far, these are very strong. Like harsh type of tones that he's delivering. Is this the first collab so far? Right? EarthGang's the first collaboration. Well, Kenny Mason. But EarthGang's giving verses on here. I think it's impressive. I like the every time that the Dreamville collective comes together, whether it's EarthGang with Jid, etc. I feel like, isn't Jid like damn near offspring of EarthGang? I feel like he's damn near. Don't they have like Spillage Village? But yeah, I like it. It's not a skippable track so far. You know, this one might be my least favorite of everything we've played so far, but I still like it a lot. This song. Sound. Sorry, had to cut off real quick. The battery died. Literally as thunder started coming. It was like raining and then there's thunder. There's still a thunderstorm in the distance. But let's go again from the top. Surround sound. One of the best rap songs this year. One of my favorite rap songs this year. Main single to the whole album. Let's go.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down. Big surround sounds. Pussy cat on my lap, push it back. I got a bag now, but it's nothing to brag about. Gun blast in the background, I'm a black man. Hey, push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down.
21.
Me and my money attached emotionally. I get a clutch and if you get too close to me. Hit from the back, she giving me slurp, and I ain't even pull my pants down. I was on Panda glass in the salt. Back in the day, I invest in the block. Fast forward now, I'm investing in stock.
Hit the scrap if it happen to blow, it makes surround sounds. Pussy cat on my lap, shit. I'm sorry in advance for my bros, they whip a nigga ass. Heard a nigga say that you the next, no, I'm the best. Tell them bitches stop the motherfucking press silence. 40 on his side, boy, you might all stop. He on the block violent. Running cool, so calmly, busting moves up. Same posse since we stole their properties. Smooth talking and moonwalking, the same little nigga.
Jid, man. I love that song. Obviously it came out, but I had to play and drive around to it. I haven't drived around to it in a while. Probably since it came out. Surround sound. Comment below. I think Baby Tate needed a longer part. She killed that shit though. I think it's a great song overall. Highlights everything. It's a very... It's a big record. It's very filled and it's very filling when you listen to it. Pause. Next record, Kody Blu 31. Yo, for some reason when that played in the beginning, that kind of fucked with my ears. That frequency that came through that, I gotta avoid the beginning of this song.
Self to sleep, I pray to Lord my soul to keep. Know the pain's for something. I hope a change is coming.
It's a fucking song right here.
Kiwi tried to swing on me, but I was with like 50 folks and he ain't know. I stress about our woes and my obsession with success by definition of my own. I'm getting older, so when the world's feeling enormous on your back and on your arms, train on.
It's like a gospel record. It's still going. I like that song right there. Kody Blu 31 Blue. Kody Blu 31. It was the melodies I kind of wanted, because everything else was very rap hard so far. Now it's melody vibes and kind of like folk, band, blues, you know, more string. I like that song. I like that song. Might be my favorite song on the whole album. That song right there. Surprisingly. Because I like when Jid gives me bars, but I like this because it's kind of like a break from the rest of the album. Unless now the rest of the album now going forward is going to be like this acoustic. Next track's called Bruddanem. Little Durk.
You my nigga then, twin, thick or thin, couple M's, cut a check, cut the film. You better watch for my Bruddanem. You gotta watch my bros. I finna cop for my Bruddanem. And if they blissing on the squad, I swear to God it's bad for you. My brothers ride, if for the women, my niggas. Most of them really be realer than y'all. When I was little, remember we all that stress and taking care of the kids. Give us something that could take off the edge. If it was him, he'll bust for me if it was him. So you know it's all toasted. You call the cops on my Bruddanem. You don't know part of them struggling. When it's nothing else they thought I would do.
They gave me one of his switches. My uncle be bitching. They told me he snitching. So when I grew up, I was blessed in my distance. Power knocked out, slept close to a window. My brother, saying mama, this real. What I be saying, this shit is official. Fuck the ops up so bad. They tryna establish us, sit down. Bitch, baby, street nigga, real niggas, real killers, grave diggers. Gang, phone up, fake perks. He don't count no more. He said they feel like real painkillers. My brother gon' slide, but two of my brothers had died. Those my main niggas.
One of the best Lil Durk features this whole year.
Reach for him, you reach for these dreams, nigga.
Is that his brother? Is that Jid's brother? I know he has a big family. He might have like a brother that lives out the states, because that sounds like someone from out the states. And the song is called My Bruddanem. But I might be connecting too many dots and too far-fetched. Other than that, collaboration was perfect. Didn't expect Lil Durk to be on his album, and I didn't expect Lil Durk to be on a song like this. And for it to be a 10 out of 10, wow. Jid has a good ear, and at the same time, I think he brings the best out of people on collaborations. You know, it's very interesting because Lil Durk's a mainstream artist, basically at this point. And you would think like, oh, him and Jid wouldn't really sound good together, whatever. For some reason, I feel like some people would think that. Me, I'm more eclectic. I feel like it could work if done that way. And they did it. So they got a record together and it's perfect. And it's called Bruddanem. Bruddanem. Isn't it like a slang term out of Chicago? My Bruddanem. Next track, My Sistanem.
Told me never let this get a hold of me. You hate to see me hurt, you wanna hurt someone for me, with me. Niggas ain't cut like that, you'll kill for me. And I don't care if I don't speak for like a. I tried to call your phone again, you said it wasn't on it. By the time you got my letter, I was long gone back.
Just remember.
Who's that?
Fuck it, I'm hitting it on the road. I'ma bulldoze the globe for the dough. Shit myself, ask questions, choices, destination, courses, highway routes, Royces, roll the lifestyle, the shine from the iced out diamonds that combine with massaging it overboard like an object. I'm trying to find a letter to the Lord from the projects and show my niggas something we ain't never seen before. Open doors, so you know I'm going back on the road. Meet me in the flesh and you can see I'm still Lil Destin. Lil Brubby, Lil BB, bald head. There's a time called Kane with the stone cold face. We don't talk often when we do rainy pass. I ain't wanna answer the phone. Writing in my pad, hope I don't remember.
I like that song a lot. One of my favorite songs on this project. Very deep, very personal. Jid hasn't gotten this deep and personal on a project as much as this one so far. His most personal project, Bruddanem, talking about his brother, and his Sistanem, talking about his sister, back to back. Family ties, family real shit, stories. He's opening up his heart for us. We gotta appreciate that. You know, he's cutting his heart open. He don't gotta talk about this shit. We don't deserve this shit. You don't gotta do that. He's doing it. He could just rap his ass off about apples and oranges, and we'll be like, that's fire. But he's giving us actual content. Next track, his label made again. Dreamville's all over this album. Ari Lennox, Can't Make You Change.
Can't make you change. Can't make you change.
Look, stuck in my ways, I know it kinda sucks. Old child or Lil Wayne should teach me how to love. Or teach you how to turn the
Wow.
and rush it, but
Can't make you change. Can't make you change. I'ma change my ways.
Wow, perfect.
Baby, don't leave your whole life.
That was my voice.
on me. And if you stay, I'll change my ways.
be changing like a revolver. You been insane, but you done been solid, man. I got the applaud you for all the fame. Don't you lie to me, do me like you Delilah and Samson. I can change, he ain't even really. Then you start fucking with the misses, not the miss yours. Life is love, love is really life as long as it's pure. It's on a connecting flight to Atlanta, leaving LaGuardia, arguing over anonymous women.
Wow. Perfect collaboration, perfect song again, 10 out of 10. This album has a lot of perfect songs. Seriously. And you would think that at times I can guess that, you know, some people are going to think that the transition into another beat is a lot for one song. He's done it so many times on his album. But I like it. It gives it character. It gives us, especially at the end, it gives a song a beautiful ending. Next track right here. Mos Def, aka Yasiin Bey. Wow. This is rare, guys.
Playing for your friends when I drop a mixtape. Both of us will win if I get a big break. I'm an artist, baby, I'm an artist. I've been trying to make it, I'm a grind, I'm taking what is market painting, I'm an artist. I'm just trying to make it, I'm an artist. I just gotta make everybody wanna come and hang with the stars. Wow. Pinky ring, chain, bling, bling. And you doing bodily harm on the mess, and nobody won't see it because they scared to lose a gig. But yeah, my dog still show up in my style.
It sounds like Andre 3000.
Starving to fast forward and get trust your vision.
Freedom is the fiction, this nigga race specific, is race really existing, make it the bag. You tie same coin, big fun, but no joy. Yuck, oh boy, hot girls like the Taliban and ISIS. No relation to class of Osiris, kissing cousins to the climate, get nicest. I promise them notice what they like is. Bay tap in, they tap out like a lion, conquering lion, not the liar. Seek the garden, flee the fire.
I would love to interview JID. How the hell did you get a Mos Def Yasiin Bey verse and such a unique, again, with the outro transition beat thing that he's been doing? It's like 2 songs in one, all these songs, but this time he gives it to Yasiin Bey to do the outro instead of Jid. Wow. I'm just really taken back. This is the best music Jid's ever made, this whole album. Next record right here, Just in Time, Kenny Mason again, but this is featuring Lil Wayne, my favorite rapper of all time. Lil Wayne. Let me say that again. My favorite rapper of all time. Let's see what's going on. Jid did.
Welcome to 6. Pray to a 9. The day, bitch. I got it to. Time is of the essence, I'm progressively improved. It's like you draw conclusions, it's a ball of confusion. The writing's on the wall from a city where niggas on killing time. Your pocket for nickels or penny dime. Nigga shot him but shit, he got me. Rain, come another time. I be rapping till I'm mummified, taking big shit from the humble pie. Welcome to 6. Time day, bitch, I got the time.
Oh no.
I got a time today. And Balenciaga diamonds are impressive, but their best friends are expensive. Without it, why am I so reckless? It's a question that don't get responses. Tie him down with
my face is gonna break.
Would I run, stay out with tired of no problem to kill him, that's killing time. I done did my time, but you know they still be trying to give me time. Till the end of time, put it on the line to the finish line. Never cross the line, stay within the lines that don't marginalize.
Wow, this shit got me speechless.
We gon' storm inside and then once you dry, that's home. Can't miss this time, got time today and you just in time. Yeah. Got a party like the nigga on Timberside. He got a stick in the ride. He said getting the ride. I'll be zapping to the end of time.
Wow. This is greatness. I don't think you guys... this blows the Lil Wayne verse on the DJ Khaled album out the water. One of the best Lil Wayne verses in recent times. And I feel because he respects Jid. Jid brings the best out of artists, even GOATs. Jid snapping, so Wayne had to snap. They're both snapping. They're both snapping turtles. Who snapped more? I think Wayne. But Jid did his thing, obviously. Is damn near neck and neck. And I'm biased because I am Young Money still. I have a Young Money tattoo on my leg. I don't, but in my head I do. Wow. 10 out of 10 record again. Are you... why is no one telling me that this... Why is no one hitting me up talking about this? Like, this is so good. Why is no one talking to me about this? This is like, I'm just have to find it out on my own? Why is the world not speaking up about this Jid project? Oh, man. I'll be back. There's... How many songs left on the album, guys? 3 songs? 3 songs. I'll be back to finish the reaction. I'm going to go check out my boy. I'll show you a clip real quick. I'm going to a concert here in downtown Providence, checking out my boy Wide Try from Boston. I'll show you guys a clip real quick, and I'm going to come back to my car after his performance and finish the reaction. Give me a second. Next track. Money.
mad scientist rapping rhymes. She really Jimmy Neutron, cause I tell my testimony, test of verdies at a time. She was dumb without a dime. When he get his autograph, he gon' have Grammys and norms. Remember he was smoking lit at the time. Fuck Mother Earth and had an Uncle Tom. Now them crackers snatching day and pray on her knees. I used to be jealous of Jared and portrayal like him, even for Roy. Scheme on $1 thinking if anybody is talking, put some green on his head, he better be market smart.
That bar is crazy. That's one of the best bars I heard all year. He really... Where the fuck is it now? Put some green on your head. Scheme on $1 thinking if anybody is talking, put some green on his head, he better be market smart. Wow. This is a good bar. Celtics player, market smart. That's a good bar.
Cause I ate so many bologna sandwiches as a child, I'd kill a nigga if he made one for me right now.
Money, money, all I need.
I gotta take it, paper chasing like I'm Dre or I'm Hove, yeah, with the clothes. Only sandwiches as a child, I'd kill one of them shits if I could have one right now.
It might be one of my least favorites, but at the same time, it was because of the production. But it has the most memorable bars and lines, or some of the most memorable bars and lines on the whole album is that song. They come from that song. It's very interesting. The guy's talented, so he's gonna give you something to like on a record. I feel like no matter what, you're gonna get something to like. And it's just different from what you're typically used to in rap, that type of production. Money is almost like a folk. Money, money, money. Almost like something that people would sample, but instead he made it the actual song. You know? Unless it is a sample. I've never heard that fucking song in my life. Sound like a white girl singing. But I like that vibe. Might be my least favorite, but it's still a great record, so that's saying a lot for the whole album. Second to last song, Better Days, featuring Johnta Austin, one of the best R&B songwriters of all time.
Hit your blindfold. Don't cousins kin. The buses from my school couldn't come to where I live. Some 4, maybe 5 a.m. I ain't get no good sleep till I was 27. I'm the first one bucking on any person trying to make you feel hurt or something. You my brother, I murder something. Ain't have no ways. Now we talking through a window while you in a cage. I done seen some better days before. Yeah. Feeling like forever was a long time ago.
It's too real, make you. Life skills you build, make you choose.
Make it till forever took a very long time. I took every wrong turn. Regret shit, the lessons, the blessings, the journey. Agitate the white guilt. Never was talkative. Nigga, don't even try and tickle them. Me and my brothers insisting in karma of being killer men. But you did in our better days. Now I miss my friend.
Again, very deep song. Personal. Talking about his actual friend, I believe, being killed. It seems like dying. Friends he's lost, or a single friend. Might be multiple. But again, opening up, cutting his heart open for us. He doesn't need to, and he's doing it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really, really, really good album. My thing is, like, he's giving you everything. So in the beginning, you got that turn up, and now towards the end, it's that melody, serious shit that I kind of was hoping for. And it's really great. I don't know. I'm really trying to be more critical. Like, how can someone really dislike this? You would just have to not like him. You know, you just have to not be a fan of his, I guess. I don't know. Last record on the whole album, the JID, The Forever Story, third project by JID, official studio album by JID. Let's get to it. Featuring Ravyn, Lenae, Lauder 2. Shout to Dreamville, Interscope. Last record.
Not overstep, but it's really just me, Part of me, but a part of me looking for more. Giving my heart, my art, my artery, what do you want? Pattern is no avoid, not gonna avoid the words that come with the voice inside of my head. I'm sick of the noise. So let that bitch rip to your backbone flipping. No, the cracks don't give no black talk about y'all. Just your ass, your hips, your picture. We flawed, okay, cool. You picking up figures, nigga, we proud. You pay dues, but don't get shit fucked up. I be in the forefront with the 4-5, don't front back. T-shotgun door, got one. Part of me with a part of me looking for more. Giving my heart, my art, my artery, what do you want more? I get drug loaded in the slum, station for information on who to plug on the black pipe, black gloves, black night. Got a weird feeling the enemy's on the way. Give a little energy, anything motivates. Feel the love right now. Feel the love. Come feel the love. Feel the love right now.
Okay, there we have it. I was reading the credits real quick because I remember that Hollywood Cole was J. Cole. So J. Cole produced Sistanem. So you can't say, oh, where's J. Cole? J. Cole wasn't on the album. He was on the album just as a producer. The Forever Story. Out of 10, I'll give it like a 8.8, nearing on a 9. It's a really great album. Damn near flawless. It's basically flawless in a sense where it's like it's complete. You got the intro, outro vibes. You have great production. You have great lyrics. You have great story concepts. And you have deep records. And you have records that you can play on the radio. And you have records that can be like a cult following type of crowd that it can bring. That type of shit. You can gravitate that with those songs. It has every layer. He's giving you a bit of everything. Jid did. I think Jid is DJ Khaled. Jid is the real DJ Khaled. In all seriousness, like I said, he didn't have to do this for us as fans of his music. Opening up and sharing all this personal shit. We all go through it, you know. Life is not easy for anyone. Even those that make it seem or act as if it is not. You know, the most successful people visually on the outside in the world go through the toughest battles within. Very stereotypical and cliche, but it's very real life. Jid, I think he's finding himself as an artist. I think he's finding himself as a person. He seems to be more comfortable and, you know, confident. Because he's saying shit he's not supposed to be saying. And, he doesn't need to say this stuff for us. And he's so comfortable in the way he's saying it. And he sounds cool. He gives great energy. And I wish the man a lot of success. I think this is going to be a very successful album, project. The Forever Story. We've been here since, a lot of us since DiCaprio won. So we know the journey. And, I wish him nothing but the best. It's crazy when I think about it. Because it's like, a lot of people might just know him as, I guess, J. Cole's artist or whatever the case may be. But he's obviously so much bigger than that to me. But that's also not a bad thing. Being known as such a great artist's artist. And then you check out the music and it's very significant. But then you don't need a J. Cole cosign. You don't need J. Cole on every song or any song. There's no J. Cole feature on here. Just a production. And you got obviously some Dreamville features. But I like that. He's building his own castle. Jid. Shout out to Jid. J-I-D. Jittery. The Jittery one. I love you, man. I appreciate your music. I appreciate your artistry. And I respect you. Everybody comment down below. How do you guys feel about this project? What would you rate it out of 10? The Forever Story. Is it his best project? I think it is. But the Never Story, man. Man, his other stuff. His older stuff. Matthew McConaughey, melancholy cool. His older stuff is edit me and my niggas, edit and netty. A lot of that stuff is like classic, feels very classic. But obviously this one needs to age first. It just fucking came out today. Let me calm the fuck down. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe, comment down below. Watch the longer unedited reaction on Patreon. So support me. $3 a month. Peace. Be safe.
They gon' love me for my ambition.